Hi, everyone. Hi. Guys, it's been such a fat minute. Like, literally, like, huge minute. Welcome to episode 7. Harmony is the state of allowing. And, yeah, I'm so excited. This is like, it's been extremely a long time, for real. There's been a lot of things that has happened, and a few months has gone by. So what, like 2 months, 3 months? I don't even know when I uploaded my last episode. Let me check. But yeah, I'm back and I'm trying to finish season 2. So all right, let's fade this music away because we're over it right now. Let me see. The last episode was on yeah, last month. Why did I say few months? I'm like acting like it's 5 trillion years ago. It's just a few weeks ago. I've been missing a few weeks on the episodes. And T. Yes, harmony is the state of allowing. So guys, it's been such a fat obese minute, literally. To me in my world. To you it might be like a little hiatus, little 2 to 3 week hiatus. How many weeks has passed? Let me see. This was last month. Oh my god, it's been months. I mean, it's been weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, like about 5 weeks. That's like a good month, right? So a little month's break, monthly break. And guys, now I have a bleep button. Isn't that freaking cool? Like, what the like, that's awesome. I love doing that. Who misses the little gay charm? I love that. I miss that so much. All right, this episode name is Harmony is the state of allowing. I've had this written down for a while now, and I feel like I have not gotten around to it. Let me just explain what has happened. I got a new desk. It is absolutely amazing. I love the desk. It's literally like it's like a standing desk. So now my butt doesn't hurt. I love that. I like get to stand up and sit down. It reminds me every 30 minutes to stand up. You know, it vibrates. It says, "Hey, you know, you're being gay. Stand up." Like, you know, so so it tells me to like stand up, and it feels nice. It's less pain. Honestly, I have noticed already a difference in the way that I proceed doing my work on my desk. And I have put my LED lights. Right now they're shining all rainbow. It looks pretty. And for those of you who have me on social media, you know, you probably seen some posts here and there of my desk. And I also got a projector. I got a really good 4K projector, and I've always wanted a projector literally since I was a little teensy boy. I was obsessed with this thing called projection mapping. And if for those of you who have been to Disneyland or there's loads of other places that project onto surfaces, and they do this, you know, they do a bunch of cool effects with the projection, and that's what projection mapping is. If you guys like that, you can get a job doing that, sweeties. But I was obsessed with that, and I've always wanted a projector, but now I wanted a projector just to replace my TV. So I literally have a movie theater in my room. It's absolutely insane. It looks pretty, and it is very high quality, and I'm just happy with that investment. Also, I won the Rode. I own the Rode equipment. That's what I use for my podcast, and I've won the highly commended podcast award for a different podcast, but it's based off of this podcast, This Era. And I won highly commended, and I won some equipment. And I do want to give one of those pieces away to someone that I know, because I feel like they would totally use it, because I do not need 4. It's 4 microphones that they gave me, and I might actually switch over to these new to this new microphone that I'm going to receive. And I'm not going to sell my equipment, but I would like to not have it, to get rid of it or something, like sell it. If somebody, you know, I don't want to do that now because I want to downsize sort of, because we have new technologies, and not that this equipment is old, like I just got the new firmware and, I don't know. I'm just speaking my thoughts here, sweeties. Anyways, so I won that. That's awesome. And I went on a little vacation with my boyfriend. We went to, guys, for real, like a little bit of tea here. I never ridden a roller coaster, and I rode. I have ridden a roller. I can't speak today. I have rid a roller coaster before, but I haven't. The one in Castles and Coasters located in Phoenix, I have not. None of the rides there. I haven't been on any of them, and so that was a really great experience to ride these rides that I've never ridden before. But when I was little, I would see it, and I would watch my parents and all that. Not my parents, but my brothers and all that get on it, and here I am. So that was a really cool upbringing, whatever, in my being. I never done that, and it's nice to do something that I've thought about when I was little, and I'm doing it with someone special. So that's really cool. Speaking of special, being with someone, this topic almost revolves around that. Harmony is the state of allowing. Guys, I didn't even do my intro. Like, let me just quickly rewind, Raj. I didn't even say my intro. Here, let me sing. Welcome to This Era, the show that talks about the many sides of me. I'm Kevin, and today's episode topic is harmony is a state of allowing. Okay, thank you. There, I did it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right. So harmony is a state of allowing. What I mean by that is when you allow things to happen, not in a way where it's I don't know how to, it sounds kind of weird. I don't know how to explain things. I never know how to explain things right, but I feel like I'm doing my best explaining it. What I mean is that if you allow something that's, this is a hard topic because it could go both ways. Like sometimes you shouldn't allow it. But what I'm saying here is that allowing things creates space for harmony to arise. And so what I mean by allowing, it's sort of agreement of the ideas or the feelings or the actions. It's just a pleasing combination of different parts, and it's sort of like in a relationship. In relationships, especially in my relationship, there has been instances where what you would call compromise, it's almost the same thing with the allowing creates space for harmony to arise. It's we allow something to happen and just make peace with it in the moment, and harmony will rise out of it. And this is such a beautiful little thing. I'm going back into my little world in my life, and there has been instances where I'm not okay with something, and I'm not okay with something, and I sort of come to peace with it in my head. I go, let's just give it some time. Let's just wait a little bit. And all of a sudden, harmony comes, and it's because I feel that is because I allowed it to happen. I was in agreement with those ideas, with those feelings, or with those actions that happened. Whether it is me that did the action or somebody else that did the action, and it created harmony, it created peace. I don't know. I wrote down here confidence, and I don't know why I wrote confidence during that time, but I feel like it could build confidence in a way because you're allowing, let's say I have a zit on my head, right? I have some pimple. If I'm poking and touching it, it's just going to make it worse. But if I make peace with it, with the zit, and I leave it there, I don't touch it. I say, just let it be. It's going to go away. And that's the peace aspect. That's the harmony that arose from that. And I don't know, take this with the same way that you would take it in any kind of relationship. Sometimes, and I struggle with it too. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect human being. I struggle with allowing things to happen and allowing harmony to arise. I really do. But here I am talking about it, and I should be practicing what I preach, right? So I hope that gave whoever's listening to this some sort of confidence in doing so, doing that. Let me drink my tea, sweeties, because I'm a little parched over here. The gay with his tea. Thank you. This is interesting. When I did I'm gonna be open about this. I did a tarot reading of myself, right? Me and my boyfriend. We did a tarot reading of me and my boyfriend, and we did a spread. If you don't know what a spread is like basically when the person puts the tarot cards out on the table or whatever, and it's in a certain way. It's a spread. So what I did is I did a spread called the connection spread. The connection spread shows a connection between two bodies, two things, whatever it is, whether it is a relationship, parents, me and my boyfriend, things like that. And seeing the struggles that, like in this connection spread, it was like me and then my struggle and then my boyfriend and his struggle and then how both of us come together. And so it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I do use the tarot. I'm being open about that. I don't use it every single day, every single month. I literally used it last month one time, and that's the first time I did it in the year. Literally, I don't even use it. But I'm not in no way into bad things and bad vibes and stuff. I just, I have that as a tool here and there. I don't practice it though. I don't really practice it not a normal, but like a person who's into all of that would do. I really don't do this. Anyways, I did a connection spread and it was so weird because it showed the trends in harmony. Oh, oopsie daisy, what fell? Give me a second. I dropped something, guys. What the hell? Okay, I'm back. That was a quick comeback, whatever, like a little, a lot has happened. Not really. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, sweetie. Something fell and I had to pick it up. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, well, we did the connection spread and it showed trends in our, what you call harmony and bliss. Basically our beings came together and created harmony and bliss. And it was such a weird, beautiful moment that we had. Because we almost feel that that's what happens. We have such different polarizing lives, and not lives, but the way we are, our personalities, everything are completely different. And you have these two different beings coming together, and we do create bliss and harmony. We feel that. We are confident in that. And it was interesting to see that the tarot card perfectly depicted these things. And it was so weird because the tarot cards perfectly depicted our what do you call our signs, our symbols, our core beingness in a way. I'm not saying that it was an exact copy of ourselves, but it was this weird mirrored effect of what we are in a way. Not fully what we are. I'm saying it in a quick way. So that was really interesting, and that was this wasn't fully the foundation, but the harmony thing was sort of the foundation of this episode title, where, our relationship has been a lot of allowing and harmony has come about of it. So that was interesting. I think I would ask anybody, whoever's listening to this, what is something that you have created peace with and has created harmony out of, so I don't know, there's a lot of instances in my life that I can probably point out that create this sort of manifestation of harmony and peace and space and allowing. I wanted to bring up the 4 A's of a perfect relationship. I found this a long time ago, and it was such an interesting thing. I loved it. I echoed it to my boyfriend. I need to reread it sometimes. But these are the 4 A's for a perfect relationship. And this doesn't mean just relationship as in your boyfriend, girlfriend, your partner, these things. It's anything. And I wanted to bring it to you guys. I wanted to quickly tell you what they are. So there's, oh wait, there's not 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. Why did I put 4? the 5 A's for a perfect relationship, or the 5 keys to mindful loving. So this is all over the internet. I got an article here that shows it. I will be reading some of it from the article. It's from Psychology Today. But I think it's not the one that I read, but whatever, it's the same thing. So the 5 A's for a perfect relationship is attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, and allowing. So let me say that again. It's attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, and allowing. Okay? And here's that word allowing again, right? So let's read what attention. So attention says here that it refers to being aware of others, being aware of ourselves, and being the focus of someone's loving attention. Caretakers are often very good of being aware of others, but they are very lacking in being aware of their own needs and wants. In addition, caretakers don't expect others to give them loving attention too often. Loving attention, but too often caretakers form their primary relationship with someone who expects to get all the attention and give little in return. So we all need someone who really listens to our deepest feelings and our needs, who can validate our efforts and who understands our intentions and needs and fears. So we need both of us together, both of the let's say me and my boyfriend. I need to give him attention. He needs to give me attention. It's not that he needs to, but you got to pay attention to our feelings and what we feel, and understand our needs and our fears, everything, all of that. Then there comes acceptance. It means being seen with mercy, love, respect, and understanding. In order to be intimate, we have to feel safe, accepted, relaxed, and worthy. And so we need to accept others. This means that when someone is loving or hurtful or angry or resentful or caring or kind, that you acknowledge the behavior for what it is, not what you wish it to be, but acknowledging our real experiences. We can figure out how to interpret our relationships and how to respond to them from an adult perspective. So we have a right to ask others to treat us kindly, but we don't have the right to demand or coerce others to be what we want. Acceptance means seeing and acting on the truth. Acceptance, okay? Then there's appreciation. It's essential to our feeling loved and accepted. Okay. That was a weird sentence. Appreciation is essential to our feelings of being loved and accepted, whatever. Too often, we don't give others the appreciation that would make the relationship fulfilling. So acknowledging our gratitude and validating the efforts of others on our behalf cements good relationships. If we feel undeserving or don't give ourselves appreciation, it can end up being very difficult to give it to others. Most anger, hurt, and resentment in relationship comes from a lack of appreciation. Appreciating yourself and appreciating others makes us feel good and increases our love and connections to others. So if you're feeling unappreciated in your relationship, look to see if there's a general attitude of not paying attention or accepting each other. Is the other person capable of giving you the appreciation you need and want? Are they withholding it for some reason? Are there unsolved hurts and angers that need to be addressed? Can these be overcome? Does your offering them appreciation trigger a positive or negative response? Without reciprocal appreciation, relationships wither, become resentful, and eventually die. So appreciation. I do think that in my personal relationship, we do have a lot of appreciation, and we verbally say that. We verbally say, I appreciate this, or I appreciate you, which is a great thing to be, echoing here and there. The next one is affection. So affection comes from the word affect or feeling. As humans, we need emotional, spiritual, and physical affection. Affection includes the 3 keys of attention, acceptance, and appreciation, but it also requires some direct behaviors that show us the proof of these things. Affection is often a code word for sex, but there can be sex with no affection whatsoever. Does your relationship feel intimate, caring, warm, safe, magnetic, and loving? If so, then the affection is going to be included. Many people have relationships that feel distant, inconsiderate, unkind, and manipulative. In those instances, loving affection will be missing, and no amount of sex can make up for the missing intimacy. Affection is listed in fourth in these keys because it grows out of the previous 3. Without the other 3, affection will not feel safe. So affection will not feel safe if we don't have appreciation, if we don't have acceptance, and if we don't have attention. All right? Then there's allowing. Harmony is the state of allowing, sweeties. Means letting yourself and the others be who you are. Too many rules, requirements, and expectations put us into becoming who others need us to be rather than being ourselves. Allowing means that we don't try to control the other person and we don't allow the other person to control us. We don't deny the individuality of each person. Allowing has many similarities to acceptance. We don't try to change the other person's feelings or force them into doing things they don't find, that they find intolerable or humiliating. We don't try things. We don't try to change their personality or beliefs or blame them or judge them for mistakes or differences. Allowing is the essence of unconditional love. And I'm going to bring up my personal relationship here with that because I often find a lot of moments where my partner would tell me, if you don't want to do this, that's okay, and it's this allowing that, allowing my being to be at peace. Like, you don't need to do this. I'm not forcing it, and there are relationships that force a lot. I've seen one particular relationship that did die, by the way. It did die. The relationship fell that, and these 2 partners were just always, there was always something going on that wasn't allowing. There was no allowing in the relationship, Got to drink my tea here, sweetie. That was a lot of speaking, a lot of talking, a lot of preaching. All right. So here's the allowing thing, that we don't try to control the other person. And sometimes that happens where there's this thing that I really, it's like an urge. It's like, but I want you to do this. But in my head, not in my head, but like my being says, you need to allow this. Don't take it in some, crazy way. Allow this to happen. And then sometimes something even more good happens after that because I allowed it. And I allowed the space. I created the space for the harmony to arise. So I wanted to share this with you. I think it was such a perfect thing. I remember when I came across it, I was so eager to explain this to my boyfriend because it just felt so us. It felt like this is what we're doing and this is healthy. And if there's a moment that's not happening, we need to remind ourselves that we need to, not fix that, but something's going on. So let's allow some space, some room, some attention, and, to have something arise, accept it, appreciate all of those things, appreciating the allowing, appreciating the affection that we have, appreciating the affection, the acceptance, all of these. And then we have a good relationship. So if you have in a relationship and, something's going on, maybe sometimes look back into this sort of situation with the 5 keys to mindful loving. And think about that. What can be it? Are you not accepting? Are you not appreciating? Are you not giving affection? Is there no allowing? Something's happening. What is it? How can you guys help? How can you help each other within the relationship? So yeah, the 5 A's for a perfect relationship. That should be the title of the episode, huh? But yeah, I wanted to bring that up. I hope that helped anyone who whatever it may be. And yeah, thank you for listening to this episode. So I don't know what the next episode is going to be about. Honestly, I'm in a blank slate. But I just might, explain something, whatever. Talk from the heart. All right, guys, I'm going to end this episode here because I have nothing else to say. All right, well, thanks for listening to this era. And as always, before you go, show some love to your favorite podcast by leaving me a review on Apple Podcast if you haven't already done so. And stay tuned for next week, where I have no idea what I'm going to talk about because I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, if you haven't followed me on my social media, you can go to my show notes. There's my social media there, and I post some few little tingies here and there. And yeah, consider subscribing, following my podcast wherever you are, and wherever you're listening to your podcast. I would very much appreciate it. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.